Hello everyone. My name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. I am a master certified wedding planner and a certified florist. Linda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small, large events all around the globe, destinations. We do locally, tri-state, you name it, or I do planning. I do full service, partial, custom. I do decor. I do planning. We can do both together. We can do it both separately. I have over 10 plus year in the industry. I started this as a hobby, and this is something that changed into what I love. And I quit my job, and I just went on full force, and I kept on going. So today, I'm gonna talk to you about the trend for 20 wedding dresses for 2023. Because believe it or not, wedding season for this year is almost over. October is the peak of the season, like the end of the season, pretty much. Once October comes, we don't get typically get another weddings. You don't see people typically don't get married. You might get a few here and there, because over the holiday, the last thing you want to do is be getting married around close to Thanksgiving. That's just a bad thing. Everybody's preparing to eat and cook things. You don't want a wedding in November. And besides, sometimes too cold, the weather's unpredictable. You don't even really want to do that. And then December too, that Christmas holiday, everybody moves in full gear. You might have a few, you might have some people who, and then in a go. And besides, most people get engaged around December anyway. Statistics show that the month that most, because it's holidays, people doing something special, so you get a lot. And engagement season usually start from like August until then. A lot of people get try to do the engagement, and then they can start preparing for the next year and so on and so forth. So I'm just gonna go into the trends for this year. The bridal fraction week was over, so according to the experts and everybody what they're talking about, what is the chart trend things that are going to happen next year for the wedding dresses. This is just something I'm going to splash at you guys so you know. And with every trend, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can still do what you love if you already have your wedding dress. If your wedding is coming up, or if you still want to go back to there's nothing wrong with doing something. It's just this is a new trend that's coming with trend. There's a lot of change. It's something unique, so you can always play with it. So the first thing on the list is embellish gloves. So the gloves are still here to stay. So these long glove, it can be long, it can be short. You can dazzle it, they can fix it any way that they like. your your bridal designer can design something so you can make it unique. You can do anything that you want. And a lot of designers saying that the new dramatic look for bride is adding gloves, so it's the touch, it add a different touch and a different spark with it, so it kind of make it unique. And then number two on the list is that detachable train. This I really love, because especially for brides who don't have a lot of money in the budget to change multiple times, you have that detachable train where it would just transcend the dress into something different. You can have the halfway train, you can have the full skirt train, you can do there's a lot of style and design. So once you take that train out, you going into something completely different. People can see how well fitted, whether it's puffy, whether it's short, whether it's knee length. You can have a lot of option with that. So I especially love it. People was doing it this year, but especially next year, they said that's gonna be the thing. A lot of designer was doing those beautiful deals. And the good thing about it, you can make it as big as you want to be, as puffy as you need it to be. Cause like, hey, when you come into that ballroom for your first three entrance, then you can take it out and shake and right, and you don't even have to worry about buzzing and doing all that things, because it's gonna come off. So detachable dress is definitely the way to go. And then another thing is that for the backs who are more laid back and then weather climate, I'll wear wedding dress. Now, I'm not a big fan of that. I just think that it looks too casual, but you can always use that. Let's say if you're doing a destination wedding or you're doing something, you may be that bride and say, you know what, I'm not, this is not what I want. I want something really nice. And it's always predictable, unpredictable, I should say. You can do something satin, you can do a nice coat on top of it, something drippy down for spring. And it's really good for me. That would not be for me. And honestly, if I see a bride that wants to wear that, kind of might help them persuading over it, because it's like your wedding, but the each is own. Everybody's different, everybody's unique. People like something different. You can go for it. Those are and I would say that look is not for first time wedding brides. I think of people who've been married before, I think that's definitely a way to go. If you've been married before and you just going back, you did the first wedding was just something you did was dramatic, and you just this time around you just want to do. I think the I wear wedding dress is definitely a way to go. And then number four on the list, we got the shawl. You got those nice short. Most of the time people do kips. People do. You can do a lot of design with the shawl. You can change it. So, especially in the add on top of that for those who doing the outwear, you can definitely add a shawl to it. But if not, even your wedding dress, you can have those romantic. It can be fitted. It can be loose. It can be a lot something just to make it look different. And to transcend your dress and just more adding more accessories. So from the trend that I'm getting this year, that's coming, I'm saying this and next year is like always that adding that extra layer, that extra touch up that onto your dress. So next year it's gonna be more just impact of just adding but it's still glam, it's still pretty. And then another one is that number five on the list we got the mainland veil. You know, a lot of veil it ranged to a lot. Last season we had what was we doing last? Was the longer thing, but you can do mini, you can do make it like that more ball gown kind of feel, and you can change your veil, like make it instead of more than the cathedral veil. There's a lot of length. It can be shoulder length, it can be back length, it can be a lot of different options that you can choose in regards to your veil. In regards to the veil, that's different. Like they got the birdcage. The birdcage is the one that kind of, you wear with a hat that kind of maybe just stop right over your face or maybe to the side. Something that just there that kind of looks like those netted thing a little bigger. And then you have the blusher. The blusher is usually like the one that, you have for the silver. And then you got the material, which is just maybe like, closer to your butt. You got the trim. It's kind of like down to the end of the dress, but it's not that flowing. And you got the airborne veil, you got your finger tape, you got the ballerina, and then of course you got the cathedral. I love me some cathedral veil. I just think it's transcend. It's so beautiful, and you can always change it. You can do the two tiers that where it's kind of double, or you can do the dropper where it's kind of drop. So there are a lot of option, and the material is also nice too because those are the one that have the embroidery stitching all the way down. It's just so you have a lot of option when it comes to veil. So you can make it mini, you can make it short. This is what it's saying, but you have an option to pair or whatever you like and make it the way that you want. And then another touch that I think is kind of unique is that adding the belt to your dress. You know, you can make it thick, you can make it thin, you can have it embellished with stones and everything on top of that. And a lot of designers doing a lot of to make it sophisticated, make it sexy, make it romantic, where you can have all those things available to you, and it adds your own special trend. And the same thing like where you can add, you know, your name in your wedding dress or something special inside your dress. There's a lot of options you can do to your wedding dress, and then the fabric, the kind of fabric we use, the kind of colors is also popping in and things like the sheer. There's a lot of things, the diamond white from the cream, the ivy, and so on and so forth. But that is all for today. So as always, thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Linda Gunner. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. As I said, once this season is over, if you are new to the channel, I'm gonna try to start to do florist decor, just to kind of give you guys an example for people who are getting married, to kind of help if you are doing your wedding yourself, to see some of the designs, how to make certain arrangements, how to do certain things. So once my season is closed, because it's like it's coming to the end, um, I have the whole of October is crazy busy, but just before we go into Thanksgiving season and everything like that, I will try to do some design. At least take maybe even if it's a week or a few days to kind of show you different design to see setup. It will do that, and I'll also try to do take you along my journey as I'm doing events at the store. So location and things like that, I will try to do that, and also try to upload pictures and stuff. But please, if you want to ask more questions, please continue to send all these questions and concerns to my DM. The more information I get, the better I'll be able to come up with videos and things that you guys want to hear. But once again, thanks for watching. You can follow me on all social media platforms, Linda's Perfect Creations Events. I am on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter. I on YouTube, I've always, you guys know, and I have my website. It's www.lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com. So it's LYNDA perfectcreationsevents.com. You can also sign up for your free 30 minutes consultation. Yes, I said free, to learn more about my services. And even if you just have a question, and also sign up for my classes going to start coming back, where I teach you how to plan your wedding, and also DIY flow classes. I kind of put a pause on that a little bit because, as I said, my season got really crazy busy, and I really didn't have the time to do that. But I'm going to open it again. Registration is going to be open soon. You can register and you can learn more. But once again, thank you for watching. You have an amazing night. Bye.